Hello everyone, my name is Olly Collier and this is my life in looks. I'm nearly 20 years old and so I thought I'd compile all of my best and certainly worst moments. The first half of this video will be focused on haircuts because I've had a fair few, and the second will just be like miscellaneous, iconic moments. So let's get right into this. Oh, how do we make this slideshow? Oh, okay. So when I was a child, I used to refuse to go to a hairdresser or a barber, and that lasted up until about last year, which explains a lot of these haircuts. But I don't know why I trusted my mum with scissors and a clipper, because what is this? This is the most uneven fringe I've ever seen in my life. And so, yeah, imagine me in school every day looking like my hair's been cut with a knife and fork. It's not a great look. So I would rate this a 3 out of 10. Oh yeah, I'm going to be rating them too. 3 out of 10. Now, because of my fear of hairdressers, I tended to have long hair for a lot of my childhood. So I had this sort of Bieber-esque fringe here, which I don't hate. It was very much of the time. This is like... Actually, I suppose this is like 2016, so it was a bit late. This is me here with Jeremy Corbyn. Nice guy. I don't hate this haircut. I'll give it a 6 out of 10, I'd say. Oh, God. So when I was about 12 years old, I decided to buzz all my hair off. Again, the fear of the barbers. So I cut my hair myself quite a lot as I got old enough to do so. But this is when I was at my fattest. And so the buzz cut really just made the face round. If you can't tell, I got bullied mercilessly at this time. So I would give this easily a 1 out of 10. I would give it a 0 if that's possible. Also, the glasses are too chunky. I mean, I don't want to bully this kid, but he's making it too easy. Do you know what I mean? Nothing about this is good. You're fat, you're ugly, you've got shit hair, you've got shit glasses. And I think Man City lost that game as well. Okay, now, this isn't as bad. I stand by this. I think the blonde buzz cut, circa 2021, was a good look. My face does look a bit round, don't get me wrong, but I think it looked good. I think I look better with round glasses, and it took me way too long to figure that out. I was wearing these square glasses for a long time. But I think I look good with this hair. Yeah, I'd give this I'd actually say 8 out of 10. Fuck it, 8 out of 10. Oh, but then, okay, I forgot I put that in. It grew out, and then I re-bleached it, hoping it would go back to like sort of this. Because it was only like an inch or two longer. But then it just looked awful, and it washed me out. So this one I will give a 2. That doesn't look good at all. Oh, this is fire. This is fire. I had a blue mullet. First of all, can I just say, not this one, but I had a mullet before it was popular. I had a mullet before everyone else, and then everyone in my school copied me, okay? I don't know about in the grand scheme of the world, but at least in my school, I was the first person to have a mullet. And you can fact check that. I had a mullet in like 2019, before anyone in my school did. And this is a blue mullet. I have had pretty much every colour hair under the sun. This is probably one of my favourites. This like sort of dark blue. I looked really good, I think. And the mullet looked good with it. I'd give this a 9 out of 10, to be honest. This isn't the best picture, to be fair. I should have put a better one. But yeah, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Why? Okay. I'm speaking directly to my friends here, okay? Why did you let me continue to get buzz cuts? This didn't look good. I mean, it wasn't the worst. But I think I'd give it like a 4 or 5 out of 10. Would I do this again now? Probably not. But I don't know. It wasn't the worst. It was alright for the time. And I did it on purpose so that I could watch how much my hair grows and like how fast. So I guess it served a purpose for that. 5 out of 10 is fine. Yeah, so after that, I didn't cut my hair for like a year, or over a year and a half. And I grew it out. And I miss having long hair. I really do. I don't know. Everyone clowns me for this. Like, everyone says I look really bad with long hair. And to be fair, it was greasy all the time. But it's so fun to have long hair, and it's so cool. So cool. I remember when I was like headbanging and my hair would come around my face. Oh my god. That is the coolest thing ever. And you can't tell me otherwise. I loved my long hair, but it was really high maintenance because I would have to wash it like every day or it would go really greasy. And I just can't be asked to do that. So for that reason, I'll give it a 7. I want to grow my hair again really badly. Okay, so 2024, I had a lot of different hairs, so we'll do this quick fire. Started with this like kind of pinky purple hair. I thought this was really fucking cool. I bleached my hair and I got a massive rash like all the way down my back and on my scalp, but I didn't give a fuck because I looked so cool. I was serving cunt throughout the entire year because of that. So I would do it again 100%. This gets 9 out of 10. Then it was blue. I don't like this as much. It was sort of like a lilac kind of colour, I suppose. It's okay. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Again, people clown me for this, but I loved having green hair. Green hair is so cool. But wait, you've not even seen the best part. It glows in the dark. It glows in the dark. It glows in the dark. My hair glowed in the dark. 10 out of 10, easily. Like, I'm sorry. 10 out of 10. That is so fucking cool. Imagine being in a club and your hair glowing like that. That is cool as fuck, man. Cool as fuck. And then I went ginger. I actually think I look quite good ginger. I think it suits me. It doesn't really match my personality, but in terms of looks-wise, I think I look good ginger. So I'd give it a 6 out of 10. And then my hair was... Oh my god, I was addicted to serving. God, last year was so good for me. I looked good all the time. Purple hair, 8 down. I love this, actually. I didn't like it that much at the time, but looking at these pictures right here, I'm going to give this 10 out of 10. I think I look fire. And then it was red, just red hair, pretty standard. I don't know, I don't really like red hair. I don't know if it's because it's the first colour I ever dyed it, or if just like a lot of people have red hair, but I always feel a bit boring. Like, not boring, because I like having like natural coloured hair. Like, my hair's black right now, and I feel like I look good. But in this era, at least, I wanted to have like the craziest colours hair, like as you saw, like here. And red hair to me feels like a natural colour, so I didn't like this as much. But I'll still give it like a 6 out of 10. Like, I looked fine. Don't get me wrong. Oh, and then this is from my prom, my college prom. I had black hair and I dyed the roots green. This was very Brat Summer era. I love this, actually. I don't look good in this picture though, but that hair, I kind of loved. I thought that was such a serve, but I couldn't keep it for long because obviously with the roots being green, it was very high maintenance. So I only had it until like my darker roots started showing, but I would do this again. It was very cool. Okay, so now we're just moving on to the more broader, iconic moments. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this was at my secondary school. We had a non-uniform day for Pride Month, and me being the little faggot that I am, I just came in this. You can't really see it very well here, but I've got a full beat of makeup on with like rainbow eyeshadow that I had my sister do. Gay pride flag around my back, rainbow on the t-shirt, bish bash bosh. I'm so gay. That's mad. I would give this... Wait, did I rate this? 10 out of 10. I would give this a 9 out of 10, you know? I'm proud to be gay. In the past few years, I've had to go through, like, some kind of self improvements, because I used to hate like the side of me that was more flamboyant and whatnot. But I've really learned to embrace it in the past couple of years. So yeah, I'd give this little gay boy a 9 out of 10. This I put in for my friend Scarlett. This is when I got a new hat in London, and it was £4 from an Oxfam, and it is leopard print, and it was my new hat. It's cool as hell. I love this hat. I stand by this hat. This is a terrible picture, but I like the hat. This was my secondary school prom. I looked so good. I wore a dress, I wore a bow tie. Which, by the way, funny story. When I was in primary school, my mum used to get called into the office quite often because I was getting bullied. And it was because I would insist on wearing a bow tie every day to school. Like on top of my school uniform, which, you know, say what about like deserving to be bullied. And then also, on like World Book Day, I'd always dress up as like Alice in Wonderland or something. Like always like a woman character, and I'd wear a dress and stuff. And they called my mum into the office then and was like, did it not make you worry a little bit that, you know, he might be gay? So I think it's funny that I'm wearing a bow tie and a dress here. Also, this hat I wore into the ground. Every single occasion I wore this hat. I would always wear blue so that I could wear this hat. I wore this hat in London for like 3 days. I wore this hat to my sister's wedding. I wore this hat in several photo shoots, obviously to my prom. Here, me and my date Imogen, my girlfriend at the time. She looks gorgeous. I look gorgeous. That was a great night. Oh, okay, so this is me on my way to, some would say, the infamous work Christmas party of December 2022. Now, very much if you know, you know. I'm not going to get into it. But some unspeakable things happened at the work Christmas parties, things that I don't want to get into. I did things that I regret very much. And whether they happened or not, I will leave off the record. But this was not a good night. This, however, was a great night. This is when I had okay, again, this is another thing I get clowned for, this outfit. I think I look hot as fuck. I think I look cool. I stand by it. This was Beyonce Renaissance Tour, 23rd of May, 2023, I think, in Sunderland. I think I look cool as hell. I've got the sunglasses, I've got the beret, I've got the pink sparkly top, the sparkly belt. I stand by this 100%. I give this a 10 out of 10. Because it was, well, first of all, it was the best night of my life. It was a Beyonce concert. But also, it was so good. Also, fun fact, this sparkly sequin top that I'm wearing, it got caught on someone else's sparkly sequin top, this, 40-year-old man. And then we unhooked it, and then I was, filming, so I got him in my video. And then he, grabbed my ass and, groped me, and that kind of scarred me for life, and I still can't listen to Cozy the same way. Anyway, 10 out of 10 for this look. This is a fun story. I went to see Blur in 2023, July, at Wembley. Now, we got to our hotel after the gig. There were no tubes, so we had to walk for about 2-3 miles to get to our hotel in Southall. We get to our hotel, I lie down, I'm exhausted, because it was midnight, we just walked for 3 miles, and I was wearing my sister's shoes, which are 2 sizes too small for me. Terrible idea. Don't know why I did it, but here we are. Get to the hotel, lie down. What do I see? Bed bugs. So we ditch the hotel. We go to a 24-hour Mackey's, got some food, and then went to King's Cross Station. I slept rough in King's Cross Station that night. I was sleeping like this, and my dad and my sister went to the shop to get a drink or something, and a policeman woke me up because he thought I had overdosed and was dying, but nope, just bed bugs. And then we got the first train back up to Hull in the morning. So, I mean, a good story, but an awful night. I give this a 3 out of 10. So this was Halloween last year, and I went as Ned Flanders, obviously, and this was iconic. This was hilarious. At the end of this night, I ended up getting kicked out of the queue for the club. So it ended quite early, but I was fairly inebriated, I guess you could say. I'd give this look a 10 out of 10. I love it. I need to bring back the Ned Flanders look. Although, I had to shave my moustache off, and I've not had a moustache since, because it was stained yellow. And I couldn't get it out, so I just shaved it off. That was quite sad. And then the next morning, I looked something like this, because I didn't wash my face after. And I went to a house viewing that day for a house, and I was still yellow. So that's fun. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Did I miss anything? If I did, comment down below. Leave your favourite Olly Collier moment. Make sure you like and subscribe. Goodbye.